Welcome to my Science Academy. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we are going to discuss the topic of excretion in plants. Excretion in plants is a process by which they eliminate waste materials and harmful substances that accumulate during their metabolic activities. Organisms like animals have an advanced and specialized system for excretion, but plants lack a well-developed excretory system like that in animals. They do not have special organs for excretion. Let us see the process of excretion in plants. Excretion is carried out in the plants in the following ways. The first one is the excretion of gaseous waste. The gaseous waste, oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapors are removed through the stomata of leaves and lenticels of the stems. Here in this diagram, you can see the excretion of oxygen during the photosynthesis and excretion of carbon dioxide and water vapors during respiration. And these excretion of gases occur through the stomata and lenticels. Then is the removal of waste products. Some organic and inorganic compounds collect in the leaves and bark of the trees, and when the leaves and bark are shed, the wastes are eliminated. Next, we will see how they occur the exchange of gases. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen as a waste product during photosynthesis. Conversely, during respiration, plants take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. Then there is another process called transpiration. Plants lose water vapors through small openings called stomata on their leaves and stem. This loss of water vapors is known as transpiration. There is another way, diffusion. Excretion in the aquatic plants take place through the process of diffusion. There is a way, guttation. The process of guttation takes place in hydatodes located in the leaf epidermis of some plants. In a humid environment, plants secrete water and its solutes through a process called guttation. Then this is the excretion through vacuoles. Plant cells have large vacuoles. These can be used for either storage of useful compounds or the storage of waste substances. Here is the diagram of a vacuole showing the storage of these compounds. There is another example of the storage of oxalate in tomatoes. Some waste products in plants such as oxalate crystals and excess salts are stored in specialized structures like vacuoles. These substances are typically less harmful when stored in this manner. Then we will see excretion through the leaves. Plants produce certain waste of inorganic and organic nature which are stored in the organs. The leaves are those prominent organs. These leaves fall off as in the case of autumn leaves in the plants. So in this way the plants get rid of wasteful material through the falling off leaves. Or die off as happens in the leaves and stalks of certain bulb. Example is of bluebell that leaving the bulb underground. What are excretophores? The falling of yellow leaves in autumn is a seasonal time for the plants to get rid of the accumulated waste, toxic materials like heavy metals, and because of this reason, leaves are said to excretophores. Then there is the example of ebony plant. Ebony plants produce very black wood in the center because of the deposition of strange chemicals in their branches and trunks, especially in old xylem which is no longer used for water transport. Here in this diagram you can see the trunk of ebony plant. There is a deposition of chemicals inside the trunk that is looking black in color, and that is in the dead tissue, especially the dead xylem. Then we will see how excretion occurs in conifers. Some plants actively secrete compounds into the soil and using them as chemical weapons against other competing plants. So the conifers excrete their chemicals direct into the soil. Secondary metabolites. Some organic wastes are stored in different forms in different parts. The gums, oil, latex, resins are some waste products stored in the plant parts like bark, stems, and leaves. Here in this diagram, you can see the excretion of some secondary metabolites in the form of resin, latex from the trunk and barks of the trees. Then the oil produced from orange, eucalyptus, jasmine, latex from the rubber tree, papaya tree, and gums from the acacia are different forms of stored waste products. Sometimes they even excrete into the soil.